Hello, it's Linda here from Homely Lass, and I'm going to show you how to make these cute two-coloured pom-pom baubles, which are great to hang on your Christmas tree or decorate your presents with. So I'm using the pom-pom bauble kit. This is our Homely Lass kit, and it will make 6 pom-pom baubles. So what I've got out here to make it, what you'll need, a bowl for trimming into. You'll need a set of scissors. We'll need those, definitely. And then we've got our Homely Bliss yarn. So we're going to do 2 colours. We're going to do natural on the ends and then a rhubarb band around the middle. So I've got 2 bits of the yarn in natural and 1 in rhubarb. And so what I've done, I've got these little bundles and also used a bigger skein of Homely Bliss, a 100-gram skein, and I've opened them out. So I've undone that and I've separated them into 3 to get these smaller parts. So 2 of those and then 1 rhubarb, and then pom-pom maker and a tie. And you'll also find in the pom-pom bauble kit the instructions and then the link of how to access the more detailed instructions and videos online. Okay, so let's dive in. So how this works is first we do the natural and then we do a round of rhubarb on the pom-pom maker. So grab your pom-pom maker and open out one side. So open both arms out on one side. And we're going to do 3 wraps, or 3 layers, sorry, of natural. So hold that there, hold that end, and then wrap really tightly, wrapping the yarn around both arms. So holding it and wrapping it so it's nice and even on the inside, nice and tightly. And then go back the other way, like that. And then again, nice and firm. Okay, and then grab your rhubarb yarn, and we're going to do exactly the same thing. So we want a nice, oh, I wasn't holding it tight enough. Nice even distribution of that. Nice and firm. And just do 2 layers of that. Okay, then close that side up. It's nice and full and even, and then snip off these ends. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So open out the 2 arms and we'll wrap 3 layers of the natural. So if you want it to be even, your pom-pom to be even, do the same thing on both sides. So second one, now 3rd one. And just secure that one, hold that, and then hold that one, and we're going to do 2 layers of the rhubarb, getting a nice even distribution, as even as you can, of the rhubarb. Okay, and then close that up, nice and full. Full pom-pom is a good pom-pom. Okay, so next we're going to cut around the pom-pom, and be careful not to open it up, your pom-pom maker, because all the little bits won't be attached and they'll fall out. So scissors, and then we're running the scissors through the V between the arms. So starting from the hinge end, nice and carefully cut around, lots of little snips, and do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so now we're going to tie it. So grab your tie and slip it down in between the arms and go across both sides. And get it so it's, put the 2 ends together so it's nice and evener, fairly even. Encourage these bits to go together And then wrap a knot on this side. Pull those together, just encourage them, get nice and close, and then thread it through onto the other side and do a double knot. There we go. Okay, so our pom-pom little bits of yarn are all tied in, which is fabulous. Now it's time to undo the pom-pom maker. So open up each arm carefully separately at each side. To pull the yarn back to get it out. This one is particularly tricky. There we go. And then pull that out. I'll pull it out. Pull the two sides apart is what I mean. And then pop your pom-pom maker back together like that so it's ready for your next pom-pom. Now we're going to trim your pretty pom-poms. So grab your bowl for trimming into so all the little bits don't end up all over your home. You will need your scissors as well. And your almost made pom-pom. So I think we might just start off by just trimming off these big bits. So I do assure you that your funny looking, almost UFO looking pom-pom is going to look nice and even like this one. It just takes some trimming. And you'll notice especially at the sides, that we need to encourage our yarn to come into the right spot. And I like to do that with the scissors. So just kind of move things around. And you'll do this while you're trimming as well. Just kind of encourage it to go where you want it to go. Just open it up. That bit's in the way, so I'll pull it back so the red can go in there and just keep rearranging to how you want it to look. Okay, so that's sitting a lot better. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to trim off the longer bits. We'll attack those first and just lots of little nice small trims and just attacking the long bits and just trimming them down to the yarn or where the pom-pom is beside it. So the secret to getting a nice, beautiful, even pom-pom is lots and lots of little cuts and patience. Plenty of patience. Okay, and when you've got most of those big bits out, just keep rotating your pom-pom and lots of little cuts, just evening it up. And grab your scissors, the end of your scissors, and fluff open the bits of yarn so that it becomes nice and full. And you'll find bits like this that kind of stick up and get longer. We're just encouraging the yarn to open out and become nice and full. And straighten out as well, because it is twisted together. So lots of trimming. I'll generally do the pom-pom trimming over a couple of sittings. I'll do a bit, leave it, come back with fresh eyes and do a bit more. And just encourage the yarn to go where you want it to go. So trim and fluff, trim and fluff. Lots of little cuts, and just rotate your pom-pom in different directions until it's looking nice and even. And just keep doing this over and over again. And if it ever feels like your pom-pom is never going to look like you want it to look, don't give up. Put it down, go and do something else, go and get some fresh air, have a cup of tea, and then come back and have another go later. And just no pressure, it will look good. You've just got to be patient and keep trimming. Lots of little trims. Trimming and fluffing, and be careful not to trim your tie. But if you ever do, you can just separate your strands out and retie around your pom-pom. Even if you want to change the color of your tie, you can do it that way as well. And then just keep doing that, lots and lots of trimming. I'm sure you could sit here and watch me trim all day, but keep going until your pom-pom, you're happy with how it looks. And just to tie your tie, I'm just going to move the bowl out of the way because it's easier to do this on the table. Hold it out so it's nice and straight to whatever length you want. And then just tie a knot in the end like that. And pull those out and sitting nice and even so it hangs beautifully. Pull that nice and tight and then just trim it off on the end. So there you go. That's how to make a 2-color pom-pom.